Hey man, what's going on YouTube? Listen, y'all know I had to address these allegations, man, that I seen on CJ So Cool page. Somebody sent me something saying that he said I had sex with royalty. You know what I mean? And I just gotta let y'all know this, man. Me personally, right? Um, been around CJ So Cool and kind of see what he's doing. You know what I mean? And what I see is, you know, CJ So Cool right now, I understand that financially he's going through it like really bad. You know what I mean? Seeing the little house he was in, and I feel bad for him because I don't have to mention his name to actually make money at all. And I feel like he had to mention my name in hopes of, getting more people to respond. Now, I recently just seen that he had a Snapchat. And he is making money on Snapchat. He's being monetized on Snapchat. So clearly he has a team of people, just like when he signed a contract deal, you know, um, and made money from that. He probably got a Snapchat deal and making money from that. And if anybody that don't know, Snapchat, loves clickbait. So what he'll do is talk about stuff that's not true. That's what Snapchat is about. So when you guys see him post pictures and stuff like that about different things, half of it's not true because he's trying to get you to go look at his story so that he can get more views and more clicks, like clickbait, right? And by him being in a really bad financial burden, he's really stressed out and he's really like going through it. So he's at this point willing to do anything. So I'm sure he mentioned my name on trying to make some money. So I remember Jalea and then was talking about heard a rumor going around, right? And I see him and royalty battling on the internet, and I was just thinking if I was royalty and CJ So Cool is doing this and making all his money off my name, but clickbaiting on Snapchat and clickbaiting on YouTube trying to eat off me, I would do the same thing back to CJ if I was her. And you see, he couldn't take the little rumors and stuff like that when it came out about him. He tried to hurry up and run to court and try to file a lawsuit against her and stuff like that. And me personally, I really think that I will clickbait the hell out of his name. Like, use certain videos and be like, oh, this one he was looking at her like this, and this one he was looking at her like that. Because me personally, I don't think CJ can take what he puts out. So I'm thinking, right? If she really wants to make some real money with a very, very smart, successful, rich person, you know what I mean? Instead of CJ bringing my name up every year when he goes broke, maybe she can collab, you know, and let me run her business like it should probably be ran. And maybe we can go 50-50 splits or something like that, because personally, CJ needs royalty. He needs the kids because right now, to this day, it's 2025. CJ hasn't got successful without royalty's name being involved or attached. So if he's going to run and try to file lawsuits, she needs somebody with some money that can run and file lawsuits as well, right? Or I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know. Maybe you guys should let me know in the comments. I think the real breadwinner is really royalty, if you really think about it, and her kids that put CJ So Cool on in the first place. Because if CJ So Cool really knew how to make money and get successful, he wouldn't even be mentioning or talking about them right now. Or he wouldn't be using all these clickbaited pictures and all that on Snapchat currently. Which you got to realize like this. If he's saying this is defamation and this and that, don't you think talking about royalty and her kids is defamation? Well, we wouldn't really know because we don't know if royalty could afford a lawyer, but if she had somebody in her corner with a lot of money, maybe she can. And if Royalty was like CJ and had the work ethics like CJ, or had somebody in her corner who had the work ethics like CJ, maybe she'd be richer than CJ because those are her kids, and maybe she just need another CJ so cool around her that we can hire. Because this is the thing, right? So it's basically saying, CJ's basically saying, oh, Royalty's broke, Royalty's this, Royalty's that. Putting Royalty out of my this, and basically monetizing to making all this money off of her. Just like he's talking about, these are not my kids, but you made some money off the kids, got deals off the kids, made millions of dollars off the kids, literally riding a Lamborghini right now off the kids, bought jewelry off the kids. So if Royalty was entitled to any type of money or anything, felt like she deserved the money. Now, me personally, I'm gonna be 1,000% with you. You know what I mean? I've been around and I've seen things from both angles. One thing about it though, me being around up close and personal, I know more than you guys think that I know. Like way more, you know what I mean? And people can say whatever they want, but I've been around and seen for myself every single thing. You know what I mean? Stuff that I haven't even talked about on the internet. And I noticed that I see some clickbait stuff, and he's like, CJ was like, well, maybe one of his team people, whoever on the Snapchat, talking about a scammer and this and that, and I put him on. And bro, listen, when I first came around CJ was not wearing designer like that. He was wearing all fucking Nikes, strictly Nikes. You know what I mean? He wasn't wearing designer. He wasn't into. He had a little weird ass chain that connected the two. It was just all weird. You know what I mean? And when I came around, you know me, I've been shopping every day. I've been buying this. I've been doing that. I've been doing what I. CJ literally hasn't even been around the whole world. You know what I mean? He literally was strictly worried about Royalty. Why? Because that's where his income came from, Royalty. So I get it. Then, you know, CJ has this thing where he still likes women. You know what I mean? Which is fine. He's a guy. Every guy likes women, you know, but at the same time, he didn't know what to do without Royalty. He really just started really growing up, you know what I mean? Now, we all understand the Snapchat thing. CJ's gonna do his clickbait, CJ's gonna make his money or whatever, because, you know, I guess Alexi left him as well. You know, people are starting to see the true colors of CJ So Cool. So now he's like, okay, I need a plan B. Let me get to talking back about Royalty. It's time to expose. You could have been exposed in 2024, 2023 when you guys first broke up. But why right now? Because Snapchat being created and is more clickbaited. That's why it's like, oh, I put him on and I did this and I did that. You know what I mean? So that you guys can go be nosy, pay attention to certain things that's not true. But you have to look at the little details. Look at the backgrounds that CJ So Cool used to have versus the background that he has now. Look at the background. Pay attention to how he used to dress when he first got his big check to how he dresses now. Which he's gonna do probably an hour video acting like he don't care about that, but he cares about that. Trust me. Okay. He had a Rolls Royce, he had a Lambo, he had this, he had that. You ain't gonna see too much of that unless he probably shows you a rental. He don't have none of that type of stuff anymore. Because this is the thing about CJ. CJ don't really want to see none of his friends win or associates. He wants to be the top person. He hates to see someone doing better than him. I'm pretty sure he gets pissed. If he goes to my page right now, he will be pissed because he's sitting there doing TikTok dances and stuff like that, trying to make as much money as he can off of TikTok or Snapchat, right? And we're making all this type of money just chilling on vacation, you know, barely making YouTube. CJ has to make 10 YouTube videos. Then he mentioned Funny Mike. I'm gonna tell you like this. He is nowhere near Funny Mike's level. Nowhere near Funny Mike's level. He should even just stop mentioning Funny Mike. Funny Mike is on a way bigger, higher, smarter level than him. He will never ever end up or be like Funny Mike. He will never have the money Funny Mike has. He's not smart enough to be like Funny Mike, live like Funny Mike, or get the type of money Funny Mike got. I'm gonna be honest. If royalty would have got with Funny Mike, she'll be on another level. Just being 1,000%. You know what I mean? Just being 1,000. Because CJ is just like a big kid. He's like a big hating kid. So you got to realize this. You see everybody else elevating. You see CJ on 32s elevating. You see BBANDMAN elevating. You see Funny Mike and them elevating. Everybody he mentioned, we're all elevating. We're all getting richer. So, let's go back. How did CJ So Cool make his real money? Royalty. Okay, so if he tries to do something different, he falls, right? So let me get on Snapchat, talk about royalty, KEVO, people that was around me, so that I can get their attention, so I can monetize and make money off Snapchat, make money off views. But you know the funny thing about CJ and Snapchat? It's going to die down. Once it's die down, he has to come up with a whole nother master plan and hope it works. Because if it don't work, then he's back low again. Then he's back trying to come up with this crazy story so you guys can watch it. Now, hope and pray you guys go to my Snapchat, because I'm telling you, man, I didn't got the most views I ever got in my whole life and still be regular. So I'm just kind of letting y'all know that all royalty needs is the right team with the right people. You know what I mean? And to be honest, on some real smart shit, you know, she got to do CJ how CJ does her, especially when it comes to talking about her in every video. You know what I mean? To be honest, if she wants CJ to stop talking about her and her kids, period, she can literally go get that done, to be honest. She can be petty just like him. Then he wouldn't make a fucking dollar. And y'all gonna see him at his lowest because he doesn't know how to do anything else. You know what I mean? But talk about them, or talk about me, or talk about this person, or people that he was possibly around, because CJ So Cool is dead. The So Cool kids, So Cool gang, the So Cool. That shit is all dead. You know what I mean? So Cool needs a business. He needs a plan. He needs something going with itself, because it's not working. You know what I mean? People love drama, but drama doesn't sell. That's why you don't see CJ So Cool selling anything, like selling this or selling that. And it's going to be very difficult to get to another level, because people are going to get tired of talking about the royalty situation, right? Especially if royalty makes him with a lawyer stop talking about her. Like he went to court on her about the allegations. Because everything CJ is saying about her, right now, currently, could be allegations, defamation. So, I'm trying to think what she can possibly do to make him go broker. Because right now, all I'm seeing is royalty. The kids getting talked about, this, that, Leon, and the scat, old shit, like scat packs, and showing 2023 videos and stuff like that. Like, what about right now? How are you doing right now? The whole world wants to know, what are you doing right now? Where do you live right now? See? So, my thing is, if royalty has any questions, all you got to do is hit my manager up, big folks. You know what I mean? We can get this thing all on a road. There's plenty around. You know, we're hiring. We're looking for, talent to take to another level. If you are a big artist, we are currently signed to Motown. If you're a big artist, you know what I mean? We are looking for you. You got to be doing over 1 million streams a month. If you are a YouTuber who wants to take your career to the next level, and you need my help, I can help you. I have money to help you. You got to hit me up. And let's get into this. CJ said KEVO possibly had sex with royalty. And I'm just being 1,000 with y'all. Like I said, I wouldn't touch royalty at all. You know what I mean? That's not my type of woman. If anybody knows KEVO, right? KEVO deals with light-skinned girls. Look how I look. I'm like a brown, almost, I call myself dark-skinned. I like the opposite. Usually when you see a darker girl, you know, it'd be a light-skinned guy. They like the opposite. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with what I like. But royalty's not my type. That's CJ's type. But at the same time, what I honestly think about the royalty in the CJ situation, I think CJ fell in love with the money that he could have made off royalty, the money that he did make off royalty, the money that he was making off royalty. And I just felt that he couldn't get nowhere without royalty. You know what I mean? Which we all know this. You know what I mean? They've been together for a really, really, really long time. He made a whole lot of money off of her. And to be honest, I'm gonna just have to give it to royalty. Like, as far as this, there's no way I would have let a man sit and make all this money off my kids, off me, and I wouldn't have been up no M's. Especially if he would have got a big ass deal off a family channel, I would have got half of the money easily. To be honest, all the contract deals that CJ So Cool got, I guarantee you he couldn't have got those deals without royalty and her kids being involved. It would have been impossible, right? That's why when you seen him sign the deals, they had to show a lot of old videos. When royalty started doing what she started doing, he had to show a whole lot of old videos, which still considered him getting a deal off of royalty and her kids. So if royalty was smart, she could sue for that. You have to really know what you're doing when you're going up against people, certain people. See, she has to be smarter. Sometimes you got to sit back, think, get the best lawyer possible, get the best lawyers. I want to look into this contract, look into that contract, look into this contract. Why is it that I didn't get money off of me and my kids being involved in this situation? Because I was involved in this situation. I had my kids doing this, I had my kids doing that, I had my kids doing this, I had my kids doing that. Just to all get talked about later. And ain't getting no money to this day, while that same person is still making money off of me currently. So that's why you need really smart people around in your circle, so that you can make millions of dollars. Because when you got a whole lot of money with the best lawyers, it's a lot of things that can get, seen, looked at, Just like in one video, CJ told royalty, I gave you a fake lease. I gave you a fake lease. On camera. I said, wow, it's tough. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy to say that on camera. I gave you a fake lease. I gave you a fake lease. Hold on, wait. You gave her a fake lease? Isn't that illegal? Okay. But this is my thing. This is why you must be a very smart individual. Okay, the person just said, I'm gonna make content off you and your family. You're not gonna get no money, right? Showing you proof that they're making millions of views, not millions of dollars, but getting millions of views off of you, off of your kids. You have to do something about that. So, welcome to Band Clan. You know what I mean? We're always here to help. We're always here to win. There's plenty. Right now, we're in Medellin, where you ain't gotta buy a thing. We're traveling the whole world. We got a lot of new trips on the way. Listen, I'm into crypto. So if you guys want to get into crypto, that's watching right now, make sure y'all go join my wallet. I'm literally showing you how we caught the Trump coin, how we caught Trump wife coin at low market caps till they got to high market caps. This is how you make millions of dollars, right? And The meme coin wave is crazy. If you are watching this video right now and you're not into meme coins, you definitely should get into it because you're missing a lot of money. If you're not into crypto, you are late. Social media is cool, but the new wave isn't just YouTube videos. That's why a lot of YouTubers are falling off. The new wave is Twitch and streaming. Streaming and Twitch is the two biggest things. Which, royalty, we could talk about that as well. If she don't want to work with us, it doesn't matter to us. We'll just have to just keep watching CJ, kill you online. Which is fine, but just giving you a little free game just in case you do watch this video. But streamers, not YouTubers no more, you know what I mean? You have to have a business. You have to be doing something with your life. You have to have a subscription-based site. People have to want to learn from you the right way. And not when it's too late. Not 2025 going into 2026 talking about stuff that happened in 2022. That's how you know the money low. You hear me? You hear me? Yeah. So the right type of team, the right type of it can get you there. And we the right type of team, man. We literally get people signed. We literally get people big deals, big Fashion Nova deals, literally anything that you can think of. And we help people set up products to sell. I know just about every influencer, celebrity to even collab with, you know what I mean? Which I feel like if a person could talk about you and get views off you, plenty of people that want to work. Oh, matter of fact, I have a famous and wealthy podcast. You are welcome to come on a podcast. Matter of fact, I'll pay you to come on a podcast. I have $10,000 for you to come on a podcast whenever you're ready. I could even up it if I want to, depending on how viral you go on a podcast. You can come on there and explain your whole story. And, what else? We'll think about what we can do. I got some deals on the table as well, Fashion Nova deals. We got a lot of things. So, let me know. Make sure y'all tap into the Famous and Wealthy Podcast channel. Make sure y'all watch the last interviews that I just dropped. Make sure y'all click and subscribe because I'm about to drop a whole lot of stuff. Like a whole lot of tea of the facts. Like me personally, depending on how weird it gets, right? If it gets really weird, then I'll dig way deeper and show y'all contracts on what was signed, how it was signed. I'll get real deep because I'm bored. And I got a lot. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go a little deeper into making the situation a little spicy and a little juicy. So stay tuned.